2.7 million strays are euthanized in the USA every single year. And the sad fact is, this is only a small fraction compared to the number that are living on the streets. These strays that live on the streets face abuse, dehydration, starvation, and face predators. Something must be done to reduce the number of strays in the USA so that we can reduce the suffering in this world. To illustrate my point, let me show you somebody who has experienced this firsthand. This is Krusty. He's a rescue from a pack that was found in an abandoned house, and after a closer look, he was obviously the one that the pack picked on, showing scars and little battle wounds. He also had an infection in his left eye that was oozing out green goo. And this is only one story of 70 million strays predicted to be living in the U.S. streets. If you have pets, you should see the moral issue with this. We have raised them and selectively bred them so that now they are dependent on humans. So these strays suffer from the elements I mentioned before and from the elements of nature. Strays also go through a constant reproductive cycle where they have litter after litter, which is not only a huge strain on the body, but it brings other animals into the same cycle of being a stray. If you don't think it affects you because you don't have pets, you're wrong. Animals and strays are unvaccinated vectors for many diseases that can spread to your animals or even you. We've all heard of rabies, which is a fatal disease if contracted, and it causes the animals to go crazy and be super aggressive. Then there's salmonella, which causes flu-like symptoms and diarrhea, and that can also spread to humans. And not just their diseases that they carry, but even the ticks that they have are dangerous. These ticks can contain Lyme disease, which can spread to humans and cause lymphatic disorder. A way to fix this without mass murder would be a humane solution called the Trap Neuter Release Program. This would sterilize individuals without having to kill them. If done to an entire area, this also immensely lowers the numbers of strays in that area. And it's not euthanization, so they get to live their full life, if not longer, because neutering actually is healthier for the animals. It's also a very cost-effective procedure just because neutering is a very simple procedure that requires minimal work and minimal resources. And it may seem overly simple, but its results would be amazing. It would lower the number of animal shelters required in the USA. And this is because as the number of animals on the streets lower, so would the number of animal shelters that have to capture them and try to find homes for them. It would also mean less diseases, as I mentioned before, because there would be less vectors running around without vaccinations. Neutering is also great for helping animals get adopted. It takes away their hormone-producing organs, so it calms them down a lot, so it makes them much more manageable and much more available for adoption. This procedure was done to Krusty's entire pack, and afterwards it was noticed that they had much less aggression towards him and to the surrounding community. And this process starts with you. Strays are all over Gainesville, especially cats. Once a month, Project Catnip has a free neutering clinic. There's actually one on April 12th. I want all of you to go to your local animal clinic and rent a trap. It should be for free. And then I want you to go ahead and trap one of your neighborhood cats, your neighborhood stray, and take him to this clinic. Every individual cat neutered makes a difference. Thank you.